Yo, what is up, guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall. On point reviews all day, every day. We're back. This is something that I know a lot of y'all have been waiting for. We have a pretty good demographic of viewers here, subscribers here that are into DUA and they're big supporters of their scents. I know Jeremy, my man, is one of them. And a lot of y'all want me to talk about this. This is something. This Encounter Scents by DUA is something that I really expected that they were gonna do. I mean, to me, as a person that has experience with supply and demand, I talked about the economics of this whole deal. And funny, the guy that was hating on me was saying, "Yo, man, you should get an economics degree because you don't know what you're talking about." Bro, I do have an economics degree, you idiot. I do have a bachelor's of science in economics. So, anyways, gosh, the idiocy of some people. Anyways, guys, I knew that this was going to happen. You know why? Because of a couple of things. Number one is that there comes a point where you just can't make too much of the tri blends like over and over, the dual blends and the tri blends over and over. There's a high point to that. You know what I mean? Where it's like it's at capacity. There are a lot of fans, but then afterwards, like making even more will probably not be as huge as when you first started them. This is just a business thing. And then of course you got the clones. I mean, you're gonna go at the pace of basically the other perfume houses, which is great. I mean, I think that the clone side is doing great, but then in terms of the growth, I mean, you'll have to have people that know the originals first before they can appreciate the clones. So in that sense, DUA's kind of tied up with that growth of that part of the industry. Okay, so I mean, the logical sense, the best thing to do, in my opinion, is like to do something like this. And having seen Jeremy Fragrance, having seen his official, when he first started his official scents, The Office and Date, I mean, with barely like no introduction or barely any notes. I mean, I know this new unisex, like there's no info about it, but it's still selling. It's pretty obvious that the next move is to do 5 scents where you are going to talk about specific purposes right here, which is very interesting. I mean, marketing wise, that's a good thing. Seduction, in the club, romantic, confidence, compliment. I mean, these are things that are important to the buyers of fragrances, especially men, of course. It's important for us to feel confident, romantic, seductive, complimented, obviously, and really good in the club, right? Really sad that there's no clubs now, but I will look at this as if the clubs were open. Okay, so we are going to talk about Encounter Scents today. I'm not going to hack all of them, but I'm going to give you guys my impression, and more importantly, does the fragrance match the words? Does the fragrance match the words, the message that is conveyed here or not? And that will probably help you guys buy this, because maybe this is more for the club, or that one's more seductive, or this club is more romantic. So I'm going to go through that. I'm not going to hack every single nuance of the scent. I'll do that on individual reviews, but that one thing I will talk about. I'll also talk about my experience unboxing it. So here we go. Okay, we're back, guys. Encounter Scents. So first and foremost, I'm going to show my unboxing video. I want to show you guys that basically, when we unboxed these, I mean, these were really packaged quite well. This package came from Texas, by the way, so that was pretty interesting, because I know Masam and DUA, they're just like like 30 minutes out from here in Anaheim, but this one came from Texas, so that was really interesting. Maybe this was processed over there, an entirely different operation there. Okay, and then we'll look at the box right now. Okay, I'm gonna pull out one of the boxes right now so you guys can see. Okay, so I like this. I mean, this is the Gucci. I mean, obviously, this is the GG from Gucci. But I mean, there's no surprise here. I mean, DUA's good at copying and stuff. So whatever. I don't really care about that part. So you got the Gucci style box. Show you guys right here. And it's pretty nice. Okay, I mean, I gotta say, I like the color scheme. I mean, these are really nice, very simplistic color schemes. Even the bottle, I mean, the bottle itself, really nice. I mean, simple, 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 right? Very simple. There's no fancy graphics. It's just, it is what it is. White logo, white lettering, really cool gradient sticker. And then you got this top cap over here. Pretty nice as well. Reminds me of Arij. Okay. All right. And then there was I woke up today and I saw this dispute going on at the DUA group. They're talking about the levels of these fragrances. Okay. So, I mean, first and foremost, guys, it's a one-man I mean, it's not a one-man operation, but it's a small business, right? And you guys are ordering a ton. I mean, just imagine if every person just at the DUA fan group, which is like 6,000 people, ordered these. So I mean, that would be a very overwhelming operation. And there was one guy that was really upset because he got he feels like he got something less. The juice level was less. I can confirm just by looking at these that they're kind of unequal, but I can also confirm that the bottle is over 100 mil. It's 110, right? So just like with decants, some decants don't really need to be filled. I sometimes fill them really high, and I'm giving you guys extra stuff on the decants. But apparently, these are 110 mil, so 100 mil would definitely be lower than this. But I can also confirm that they are different levels, probably because it's probably a very tough operation to be making bottles and bottles of this. Okay. The guy actually turned it around, but as you can see, I would say it's still 100 mil right here. It's just that some are filled more than others. I'm pretty sure it's not one guy filling each of these. I mean, you might have Jake filling this up and he's a little bit more generous. Yeah, I don't know. But they are unequal, but not, under 100 mil from what I see. Okay, so let's talk about the first one right here. To me, the one that I've been getting a lot of questions on is In the Club. All right, In the Club for him. So this is the purple one. This one basically has pear, lavender, mint, blood mandarin, cinnamon, clary sage, tobacco, myrrh, patchouli, tonka bean, vanilla amber, and white musk. And it says here, this is an oriental fougere. So I can't wait to try it out. Let's see, just on my impression right here, if this is for the club. Let's go. Okay, so from what I've smelled here, if I could rate like how much of this is basically In the Club, like is this a club scent? I mean, as it develops in the beginning, it's sort of like I was gonna say like this one smells more like a gent scent. I was like this one more smells more like a bar type perfume, but there are sweet aspects of it that once it develops, it becomes way sweeter. And man, it reminds me actually of a designer perfume. I don't know what it is, but it does. But the sweetness comes out, and I think that's what makes it like a clubby perfume. And so initially I was gonna say this is like a 7 in terms of like In the Club. Does this match the club? But yeah, as it continues to become sweeter, I'm thinking like 8.5. Okay, it's 8.5. I mean, and this one, I believe, for me is pretty youthful. I mean, it's not dominant male. It's more like fun guy, maybe younger guy, fun younger guy. And uplifting. It's very, very uplifting, So I think it's nice. I mean, it's got the lavender, it's got the mint, it's got the pear. Like I said, sweetness with the mandarin, lavender. Let me smell more if there's any like tobacco in this. I mean, I love tobacco. There's a little bit, but it's not enough. It's like it's just hovering in the background. It's really more of the sweetness, like I told you guys, the sweetness and uplifting. So, this one, like I said, reminds me of this, young guy in the club, happy or happy-go-lucky, or trying to get lucky, but very uplifting, very nice. Very nice, very uplifting, very designer-ish. I mean, you guys let me know when you guys try this. I'm not the king of designers, but it definitely smells like a designer I've smelled, definitely before. Okay. Okay, next one is Seduction for him. Okay, so this one has melon, Amalfi lemon, roasted tonka beans, cardamom, pink pepper, cinnamon, cedar, chestnuts, amberwood, and white musk. Okay, Seduction. Whoa, that's a big one. This one's important, yo. Forget dates if you can't close the deal, right? You're just wasting dinner money, guys. Seduction is probably the most important part. Let's go spray this right now. So this one, I would say, is more accurate. This Seduction is pretty much on point, And why do I say that? I say this because it is basically a mix of the lemon, a little bit of that citrus, and then you got the tonka and cardamom. When you have cardamom, tonka, cinnamon, and then woody notes, that's definitely seductive. It's like there's a little bit of uplifting here from the Amalfi lemons, but ultimately, this is a man scent. This is a gentleman man scent. Definitely, I like this the most, but then again, it's my age too. I do like Seduction for him. I think that this is on point in terms of like what the name is. Probably, I would say 9 out of 10 in terms of the accuracy of the name. And like I said, it's more aromatic. It is a gentlemanly fougere type. Quite seductive, very manly. Okay, so this is definitely very manly. That's Seduction for him. Okay, up next, Romantic for him, right here. Romantic for him, right here. We're gonna talk about this right now. Is it accurate to the name? What does it smell like from first impressions? Let's do it right now. Let's do a spray. Okay, so this one, right? This one has bergamot, coriander, cardamom, orange, jasmine, rose, taget, magnolia, saffron, cedarwood, oak moss, toffee, and white musk. But I'll tell you right now, once you smell this, it smells like a little bit of like baccarat. Okay, if not, it's probably a lot of it. And I'm not 100% if it's baccarat, but it's definitely baccarat-ish. And it has, just imagine like a baccarat-ish with a lot of like lemon, like bergamot, like bergamot and orange, a lot of those in the baccarat style scent. This one, right? I hope this isn't like just like oversupply of the baccarat that they use for the clones, but it's in here, yo. Definitely in here. It has that really, this one, because I was kind of expecting that. I was like, man, one of this is definitely the baccarat for sure, man, because they got enough for dual blends, tri blends, that they got so much casino, and I think a lot of it is in here, but it's definitely bright. Is definitely like I said, a baccarat with a lot of citruses, oranges, which is quite nice. It's almost like a dual blend again, but just remember, $80, 100 mil. This might be like price wise something interesting for you baccarat lovers. If you do love sweet baccarat, you're a baccarat lover, you guys are really gonna like this one. And I know there's like fans like that, because like for example with ATH, all it takes is one guy saying, violet delirium is like baccarat, and everybody's looking for that violet delirium. Okay, so I'm just saying that, dude, first and foremost, DUA has an oversupply of these baccarats, so definitely I'm pretty sure it's all in here, plus the orange, plus the citrus. Still quite nice, And this is more for that baccarat lover or even a girl, okay? But like romantic, nah, this is sort of like a 5 out of 10 in accuracy. But the scent itself is good and beastly, okay? So actually, when I tried this earlier, man, it was pretty damn strong, okay? So the like I said, this is probably the baccarat right here. Okay, so here's a big one right here. Confidence for him. This one's really big. I mean, confidence cannot be attained by, perfume alone, but it can help, right? It can help, or it can amplify confidence that's already inside of you, right? So this is also one of the most asked. A lot of guys that I know are like, dude, you gotta tell us about confidence really quickly before we buy it. So confidence for him. Let's see how accurate this is with the wording, the message. I like the bottle. I like the gradient, orange gradient. My kid, this is his favorite color. So let's go try it. Apparently, this is a woody, spicy perfume with grapefruit, lemon, ginger, lavender, vetiver, patchouli, sandalwood, benzoin, tonka, vanilla, amber, and white musk yet again. Here we go. Okay, so my interpretation of confidence for him is that this is probably the most grabber out of all of them. Okay, this one's probably the most grabber. Like, if I'm looking at the demographic of maybe 24 to 40, I mean, this one right here is the one that is gonna be worn by that demographic the most, or the most preferred, maybe. Why? Because first and foremost, it has grapefruit and lemon, but then the grapefruit, like I said, it curbs it into a more, I mean, it's more applicable to someone that's 27. When you have the grapefruit in there, I mean, I've reviewed a lot of grapefruit scents lately. They do give this curve of maybe 25 to 27, maybe an adult that is charging ahead in life. It is definitely woody, and it still has the uplifting notes of ginger, lavender out there. And then, but it's still got that nice base of like that tonka, that tonka vanilla. I think this one, I mean, it is the most grab, but it is also smelling very designer-ish for sure. I mean, yeah, this one is, but it's the most balanced, I would say. It's the most balanced. Why? Because it has a little bit of that citrus, then a little bit of that lavender, then woody, and then that ambery, that amber musk base. So just on first impression, I mean, this is the one I would probably grab the most, but I wouldn't be surprised if this one was in a different bottle, if it was in a Prada bottle or a Dolce bottle, because I mean, definitely this is the most designer-ish out of the whole lot that I've tried, okay? But it is gonna be the most grabbed if you have this, because it's just applicable, just like most designers, you're gonna wear this a lot in different occasions. So that's confidence for him right here. Now, the last one for me is the most controversial, okay? And the reason for this is because I really don't, put so much weight on compliments for many, many reasons. I mean, I can do a whole video on that, but most likely, mostly for me, the reason why I don't put so much weight on compliments is because what matters to me more is actually it's compliance. Like I believe, okay, like personally, that it's not about compliments. Like people could be sorry for you and compliment you. You know what I mean? So how would you really know, right? Like, I mean, for me, it's more, compliance is more important than compliments, which means like if somebody says you smell good, they should be getting your number. If somebody's at the bar and they say you smell good, they should be talking to you even more. They shouldn't be leaving you, okay? Nobody comes up to you at the bar, says you smell good, and then walks away, right? Because that freaking doesn't make sense. Just remember, guys, that compliments in the male world means friend zone for a lot of guys, okay? You get compliments because they feel sorry for you. They're just saying it to you so you can feel good momentarily, but really you suck, right? So to me, it's not about that. To me, it's about compliments and compliance. If they're gonna compliment you, do something about it. If there's an office worker that tells you smell good, that's great. But then for the whole day, maybe that person will work well with you. That's what I mean. Okay, it's compliments and compliance. You heard it first here. Okay, but either way, that's not the language that most people in Fragcom understand. Most people in Fragcom understand compliments. So let's see if this one can at least become the bait and hook. At least, okay? Because that's how I see it, okay? Let's go. Okay, for this one, this is the aquatic one. Obviously, you got the blue aquatic notes: grapefruit, pear, bergamot, apple, juniper. I love juniper. Ginger, olibanum, amberwood, and white musk again. Let's smell it right now. I can see this. I can see this getting compliments. Again, very designer-ish smell, but you know, for what it does, you know, it is aquatic. It does have the pear. It does have that bergamot. You know, those are all kind of like sexy draw-in fragrance notes. It's got a little bit of that brightening apple, juniper berries right here. Definitely aquatic. Definitely aquatic. Yeah, I can see you getting compliments here. I can see you getting compliments by probably your significant other and people around you. I think this is a nice aquatic. No joke, no joke. And again, I don't have that much designer experience, but it does smell like a popular designer. But this one here, I like it. This is definitely aquatic. Aquatic, nice. Somehow bright. You know, I mean, this to me does the job. Okay, so for those guys that are looking for compliments, yeah, there you go. Then maybe this one will work for you. This one I would say is like a 9.5 out of 10. You know, just because like aquatic notes, like fresh notes. I mean, you guys know how hot it is, right? I mean, it's today they recorded the highest temperature on Earth, 130 degrees in Death Valley today, right? So I mean, it's so hot that this is the reason why I'm buying up like spring summer fragrances, because it's gonna last. It's gonna be hot. The world is gonna be hot, period, or warmer rather. So you know, these fall winter fragrances, I don't know how long you're gonna be using these, but this one, yeah, very, very pleasant, aquatic, designer-ish fragrance. Just remember too that these are cheaper than designers. Okay, so I mean, when I say this, I'm not like knocking them down. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying, well, most designers are $100 upwards. This one's 84 for 100 mil. So, you know, this works. This works. I'm glad I own this. So, if I rank this in terms of like what my favorite one is, okay, my favorite right here. I would say that this would be number one, okay, because it's like aquatic, compliment getting. It's precise to what the message is. And then my second one would be Seduction, probably again because of my age and because I really like these non-bright but appealing, seductive fragrances, fougères. I like that one. And then next I would say Confidence, because this is a grabber. This is just a easy grabber, but doesn't quite stand out as much as the two other ones. You know what I mean? Like, this is definitely more usable, but these two are the ones that I would say I would use a lot more. And then the next one is In the Club. I don't go in the club, but you know what? This is quite accurate as well. Definitely above average accuracy when it comes to club scenarios. And you know, again, I'm not gonna look at it from my point of view where I'm kind of like washed up and I don't go to the clubs anymore, but I used to. And if I did go back in time and I did go to the club, yeah, this is cool. Definitely, I like this. It does have that sweet vibe. Maybe this is like an Eros. I don't know. I haven't tried Eros yet. And finally, man, as much as I like this, I mean, this one, I can't have too much more Baccarat, man. I mean, first off, with DUA, you already get enough Baccarat with all their stuff. I can't do another Baccarat, please. So that's the reason why this is my last. But like I said, if you love Baccarat with a little bit of that uplifting lemon, go ahead, lemon and orange. But I just can't do too much Baccarat anymore. However, it's still gonna be a grabber. I will still grab this more than my Baccarat if I want to save my juice. But it's also quite nice. I just don't think it's romantic. But then again, it's kind of hard to. I mean, it's very, very opinionated as to what really romantic is, because, like, you know, romantic could also be seductive. You know, so it's just that it doesn't match the name for me when I'm thinking romantic. I can't imagine wearing an overly sweet Baccarat on like Valentine's Day, for example. But I would wear any of these. You know what I'm saying? So that's the last one in my book. And if you're a DUA guy, you probably have a million of those casinos anyway. So I don't know if you guys are gonna like that, but very baccarat. Okay, so that's it. That's my ranking just on first impressions. I mean, I'm gonna hack each and every one of these. I wanna thank my wallet for buying these. No, I want to thank my friends also who split this one. I'm also getting this available for split. So if you want to get a piece of this, just hit me up on Troy D247 Frag. I'm not gonna finish all these 100 mils. That's a lot of juice, guys. 100 mil. My BDC from what 2010. I mean, that's not even over 100 mil. It's almost, yeah, it's been 10 years. I haven't even finished that. So help me finish this out. So if you want to get a set of these in decant format, make sure you hit me up, guys. Ultimately, guys, the price is 80 something, and then, you know, if you do the math, if you buy the whole set, it's even cheaper. So I mean, they're all grabbers, and I would have that's one of the reasons why I don't have a lot of designers, is because the designers for me are priced to where if I already had $100 that I would have put on the designers, I would really put it on a niche. I'd rather add a little bit more, like 50 more, to buy the niche. Like, I'm not that crazy over $50, you know what I'm saying? But $100, if I had $100, definitely I wouldn't put it on any designer. But this one is less than $100, same amount of 100 mil juice. And then with the pack, if you get the whole pack, you also get it less than that. And I believe they have discounts. So, I mean, yeah, it's almost like it's buying some powerful designer-ish perfumes for way less. I like them. I'll definitely wear them, okay? Even if I own all these slobberknocker crazy ones, okay? I will definitely wear these here in LA, okay? So that's it. That's my review, my really, really quick review. Sorry if it took so long. I just wanted to explain a lot of things here. I still have to hack each and every one of these for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. I just want to know your feedback, guys, upon hearing this, you know? Again, I'm very fair. I'm very honest with this. I do give props where, you know, props is due. And if something, you know, if there's something that I think is like, I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm gonna say it's okay? But I really think that this is a great move by DUA. I'm pretty sure they sold a lot of these, you know, to the point of getting the levels all different. But hey, it's all good, guys, you know. Good job, Masam. And that's it. That's my review. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget that. And we will continue with a lot more DUAs coming in, or a lot of the, you know, hybrids that they're doing. We're going to talk about that more and more as the days pass by, okay? Until then, this is Troy D. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Take care in this hot weather. Peace out.